Hi, I'm on the set of Eyeliner 3 interviewing our castmates. In this case, I have with me Gabriel Kirkley. So, Gabriel, tell me, may I call you Gabe? May I shorten that?
Yes, yeah,
Good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, Gabe, tell me, how did this eyeliner project come to be?
Well, it actually all started with a little video that this guy named JD shot, which was just like, I guess Thomas had eaten Ray's like breadsticks or something like that.
He is a scoundrel.
Yeah, and so we decided that we needed to make a little video, which I actually shot with like my little Sony CyberShot camera during an intermission for a funny thing happened on the way to the forum. And it was about maybe a minute and a half long. But what happened is I actually made like a trailer with like really cinematic music and all kinds of stuff. And I guess that was really where it all started. I think the trailer was what really made it happen. And so now we're on the third one, and I think it's good.
All right. And so with each successive project, I understand you have also filmed a trailer.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And in the case of the second one, you actually expanded that trailer into a 15-minute movie.
Yes, that's true. And funny story actually about that. The script itself, we did write a script for the second movie, and it was about 5 pages long. But about halfway through, there was just a little stage direction, about that big, and it said, "A chase happens." And that
wonderfully vague
chase happens turned into 9 of the 14 minutes.
Oh my.
Yep. So that was fun.
So the script length is not necessarily directly proportional to the actual length of the movie.
Well, it should be. But in this case, it really wasn't.
Okay. Would you say that the chase is the most eye-catching part of the movie, the part that draws the audiences in the most?
Yeah, well, that's the part I skipped ahead to every time I watched it. So.
Okay. So you, in fact, would tend to skip over the actual scripted bits of the movie to get to the improvised part.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay. Who was the primary writer on the script, or writers?
Well, on the original script, of course, it was all just a song, right? It was all written by Josh Tomke.
Yes.
But the second one, the little script, the 5-page script, I mostly wrote, and then Thomas and Ray kind of added stuff afterwards. That's why they get the writing credits on the second movie. Although...
So that was not a case of bribery. They, in fact, did contribute to the script.
They did a few lines.
Okay.
But then during the chase sequence, they added a whole lot. I mean, that's, you know...
But what I hear you saying is that even though you wrote a significant portion of this script, you still tend to skip past your own work to instead enjoy that which other actors and other writers added.
Yeah, well, my writing wasn't very good.
Okay, so that's a very bold statement. Okay, but I've heard it said that Eyeliner 2 is in fact considered a good movie.
Well, good.
Popular. Well, at the very least, popular.
Well, I mean, I did watch it again recently, and I watched the scene with Ray where she just seduces Thomas, and then Thomas has his shirt off, and all kinds of crazy things are happening.
Yes, that I understand was not as popular with the grandmothers in the wider audience.
Yeah, we did lose a bit of audience there. Yeah, they tend to drop right off. The over 65s. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was also some claims of being blinded by the pasty ginger skin?
Yeah, well, I actually had to set the camera, the exposure level way down. I mean, seriously, like way down, so that it just, I mean, it was blinding.
Understandable, yes.
Yeah.
But getting back to the statement, you said you were talking about the scene early in the movie with Ray and Thomas. Please continue.
Right. Well, I did watch it again, and I was thinking, well, you know, it's a good scene. It's a good scene. It's, you know, it's sort of well written. But I don't know. I think the chase is the best part of the movie. I mean, it's the majority of the movie. It's the better part of the movie, and we actually have a chase sequence, sort of an extended chase sequence in Eyeliner 3 too.
Oh.
So it's something to look forward to. It's not going to be as much of the movie. There is actually more plot in this one. A lot of people complained that there wasn't a lot of plot and that it just made no sense to them, even though they enjoyed it.
Conversely, I also heard that people claimed parts of Eyeliner 2 were stolen, or at least liberally taken from Inception. There was I believe, one dream within a dream sequence, or dream within a dream within a dream in sequence, which is not actually the definition of Inception, but a heavily used plot device in.
Well, actually, I don't know if Inception had actually come out at the point that we made that movie.
I, in fact, believe it had. As I recall, it was advertised at this time last summer, whereas Eyeliner 2 was filmed approximately 6 or 7 months ago.
Well, Inception sucked.
A bold claim. Please elaborate.
No.
Okay.